Hi, I'm Shannon Bingham. I'm here with Kirk Bramwell.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for being on the show today. So you are an original Papio South graduate
Yes,
and have went on to UNO. Tell me about that journey.
Yeah. So I graduated from Papio South in 2022, and then I actually went to University of Nebraska Lincoln originally, but I transferred out to UNO, mostly due to cost reasons.
Sure.
But at UNO, I have studied economics both for my undergrad, and I'm now a current grad student there.
Oh, that's amazing. So what's your major right now?
Economics as well.
It isn't, okay.
Yes.
All right, so you have now integrated into the Maverick world and have been a part of what's called the Maverick Venture Fund.
Yes.
Give me the scoop. What is that?
All right, so a quick thing first.
Yeah.
While I was at Lincoln, I was actually part of the Husker Venture Fund, and that kind of got I dipped my toes into the venture fund world there, and then I really wanted to carry that on, even though I wasn't at Lincoln anymore. So switching over to UNO, I joined the Maverick Venture Fund, which for all intents and purposes is the same thing, just Omaha's version.
Sure.
The Maverick Venture Fund is actually the oldest university-level venture fund in the state of Nebraska, founded in 2018.
Pre-COVID.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So I joined as just an analyst, which is what all members start out as, but I've worked my way up, and I'm currently one of 3 managing directors there. I guess a quick synopsis of what the Maverick Venture Fund really is that we are like a full venture capital fund and firm. So every member, which are students, they get the opportunity to hear from real startups, real founders, and get to invest real dollars into them as well. So we're doing the full deal flow, full due diligence, full hearing pitches. We're doing everything just like a real VC,
That's
just
amazing.
at the student level.
That is incredible. So do you have some incredible stories from people that have brought you their pitches?
Yeah, so actually we just had one that pitched before I was there, but they just had an acquisition.
Stop,
So
really?
that was a very interesting experience to have to go through that whole process to make sure everything was done I don't want to say like legally,
Right.
but everything was done correctly to make sure everything was to the term. I'm sorry, I kind of got lost there.
You're good. That's exciting that they got to be able to be on, get their pitch like acquired basically.
Yeah.
So that's huge. So you get to be a part of something before it even starts up, which was great.
Yeah. One of the difficult parts about being in VC is that we're hearing from companies that are so early stage that a lot of people, when they typically think of investing, it's like, oh, we're looking at like public data, we're investing in the stock market.
Yep.
But VC is completely different.
Okay.
And the fact that you can't be risk averse because the general rule of thumb is that you're making like 10 investments and hoping for like one unicorn, one really profitable investment that will recoup the cost of all the other investments. That's a little different for the university level fund, mostly because the way we operate is that we bring in students, we're completely student led. We have a great faculty advisor that helps us a ton, and Alex Wool, who's also involved in 1 Million Cups here.
Yep.
But we try and remain pretty democratic in operation, so we're really involving the students, really giving them experience to the VC world, because a lot of entry-level roles require experience. And we've had people from the UNO Maverick Venture Fund and other university-level funds around the state go straight from the university-level fund straight into an entry-level role without even having to get an internship.
Oh, wow.
So we like to say that it's a great place to get experience and a great opportunity if you can't get into like what are pretty limited number of internships.
Yeah, traditional, yes. So it's really exciting to be able to do this. Now, how do people get connected with you if they're looking to be able to be getting pitch?
So we have a website. We like to mostly operate through that website, maverickventurefund.com.
Okay.
But we also have a LinkedIn presence. We're trying to build out an Instagram presence as well, but mostly we're on LinkedIn as well. So
that's exciting. I mean, it's always about being able to be connected too. So how many student pitches do you usually hear in a year? Do you have a limit?
The limit is what we think we're able to handle.
Yep.
So generally, we'll do one big pitch night per semester. So we'll try to hear around 4 to 5 pitches at that specific night, which some funds operate where they bring in like one pitch at a time, but we're able to do it in a way where we hear all 4 like in one night, and then we, as a student body, kind of decide how that process goes forward.
That's awesome. So who's funding this venture fund? Do you guys have extra people that come in and help with that?
Yes, we do. So we're funded partially through the University of Nebraska Foundation.
Okay.
So funded like every other group and organization at UNO, I guess across the University of Nebraska system. So money is partitioned in a certain way. We are part of the University of Nebraska Omaha Center for Entrepreneurship, Innovation, and Franchising.
Yes.
So CEF.
Good job.
Thank you.
That was a big one.
Sometimes I have to think what the acronym is.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we're essentially just under the College of Entrepreneurship at UNO. So we get money from that. One of the difficult parts of being a university level fund, especially being the oldest, is that we are operating on like donations and funds that have been made a while ago.
Gotcha.
So that's one of the most difficult parts
Tricky.
at the current stage where we're at, is raising more funds, because we don't have typical like limited partners like a normal VC would have.
Okay.
We're operating on donations to the university, and if we seek any level of fundraising outside of that, we have to make sure they haven't already donated to the university, because then we're asking them for more money, and it's just kind of a complicated thing.
It's a little bit more diverse, complex.
Yeah.
So this must be a passion of yours. I mean, you obviously have been involved with both the Lincoln one and the one here. So what drives you to be so involved with economics and the venture capitalists?
Well, I was interested in VC originally because I'd heard about it like in the news and stuff. Just the startup world has always been something of interest to me, because I really believe in the power of like small businesses, and that like a single entrepreneur or group of founders can just start something from scratch and build it into something huge. And I didn't have like any particular idea for a startup myself, but I still wanted to be involved in that world, and I thought being on the investor side was a great opportunity.
Yes, agreed. That's really neat.
Thank you.
So what's your plans in the next 5 years? Maybe 3? How about 2 years?
Sorry.
You're good.
So I graduate in about a year, and my plan is to get into like public policy.
Awesome.
Which might not seem like it's VC related, but I think
it 100% is.
There are a lot of partnerships between the public space and the private space, and we can really help each other out in that area. And I think having a background in VC, while not directly related to writing policy, is really important to help the startup community and help the small business community really be able to thrive in specific areas, especially Nebraska.
That's incredible. So if you're a student at UNO and you want to get involved with this or pitch, they go to maverickventurefund.com,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
And is there an application, or how do they go about?
Yeah, so on our landing page, you'll see 2 buttons. One is an application for founders if they'd like to apply for funding.
Amazing.
We will be opening a new funding round in the spring.
Okay.
So just probably around March, but you can apply at any time.
Okay.
And then there's another button for students or prospective analysts to apply to be a part of the fund as well.
So what's the most, I mean, this may be a question that you may not know, but what's some of the ranges of donations that they give the new entrepreneurs for startups?
We donate, or not donate, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We invest.
Yeah,
So we're
there you
taking out equity. We take out a portion of the company for that investment. And we invest anywhere from, for an equity investment, we'll invest anywhere from like 10 to 25,000.
Wow, that's incredible.
Thank you.
And that's such a boost to some of the new entrepreneurs that are coming out there trying to put something out. So,
absolutely.
I mean, I'm an entrepreneur myself. That's so important. I think that you have some kind of a kickstart sometimes, and at such a young age in college, it's so great to see that being able to be offered through this type of a program. So nice work, Kirk. I appreciate you coming on the show. Is there any last minute thoughts you want to add?
I will say the Nebraska startup and VC community is very well networked and very surprisingly close knit. like coming to these events, you'll see familiar faces all the time. Everyone's really willing to help each other out, and the Maverick Venture Fund is no stranger to that ideology. We really want to, when we invest in a company, we're not just investing our dollars, we're investing our time, our effort, our network, our community. We really want to help the founders themselves build not just the company, but themselves as well. So.
That's awesome. You're very well spoken. You know what you're doing. I'm so excited for what you're doing at UNO. I actually was not aware of this, so now I'm able to speak about it better. So appreciate what you guys are doing, and thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Of course.
Again, Kirk, we appreciate your time, and the Maverick Venture Fund. Thank you so much.